What's up, guys? I know it's been a while since we did trading stuff, funded our big prop firm trading series, but here we are. We're going to get this thing not started, but we're going to continue the series as usual and see what the market gives us. As usual, the plan is to pass prop firm accounts, get to, let's see, I intend to get to 100k in funding, maybe accumulatively or in one account, and eventually to 500k in funding. That's the goal. And if we can smash that before the end of this year, that would be really, really crazy. I believe we can do that. I believe it's a realistic goal, but we just have to keep showing up. That's what matters. I'm going to show you guys the account I'm trading right now, and then we'll go over a trade I took. Today is Monday, actually, Monday the 2nd of March. So let's get to it. Right now on the PC, and we are currently trading a 5k account on GFT, Go Funded Trader, if you are not familiar with that. And currently we are 2% in drawdown. This account is relatively new, and the only difference from the last time is we are taking a different approach to challenge phases on prop firms. What do I mean by that? Rather than because time is important, I realized from last year that I took a lot of time. Like, I think the whole of last year I traded like maybe 2 or 3 accounts in a whole year, which doesn't make any sense. So I rather trade that time. Of course, I have like improved on my strategy and on myself psychologically, because your strategy needs to fit your personality. You know, it should be something that you can easily do. What I do in challenge phase is I risk 2%. You know, at least the first right now 2%. If I get to -4%, I switch to 1% till, you know, that's it. It's a 2-phase account, 5k, and you can see already it's 4905, okay, 4898 because of 4896 rather, because of I think fees, and the loss on the previous trade was like 102, 104. It's currently running. Another trade is currently running, and this is the equity right now. Let me refresh. I don't know if it's going to be in profit or loss, but let's see. Okay, we're in loss. This is the equity right now for the trade that's currently going on, and I risked 2%, and the trade is on AUD card. I need to refresh this. So yeah, we took a trade on AUD card, and we have actually been in quite some drawdown. I took the trade here on this candle, and we had all this drawdown, and now we are in profit. I don't know what to call it profit, but we're above break even. We're not in loss. So today is Monday, as I said earlier, and this is the trade for the day. So I'll just come back later. You know how it goes, man. Come back later with no loss and just show the results, and we move on. The trade was executed on my phone, MetaTrader, and maybe like my logic for this trade is, okay, we've been bullish on the weekly, the monthly. We can see I've been bullish, reaching for highs, eventually this high up here. We're respecting bullish discount arrays and disrespecting premium arrays for now. So the last discount array is this low. Of course, price breezed through this low, came to this low. The last time I took some trades around here, buying from this daily fair value gap, and expecting price to rise from here to here. That high being the weekly high. Okay, not the weekly, let me count the monthly. But yeah, there's like a weekly high there. So that's like close targets you get. And this is not really my best kind of context to take. I really like to see fair value gaps, but if we are sweeping this, we are respecting a discount array, and you know, we should likely go up, go higher, disrespect the premium arrays, On the 4 hour, we have nothing on the 4 hour to work with. Everything has just been all closed up, no fair value gaps, no nothing. And on the 1 hour where I took my entry, we had price going down, coming up, came down once more. It should have from here gone lower, but rather price disrespected this high. That would have respected this fair value gap going lower, disrespected the high, did this and another disrespect candle here, so I entered there, put my stop loss below here. I don't want to see price goes below here, then we're likely bearish and should not be in the trade anyway. So 1 is to 2 risk to reward, and yeah, that's basically it. Easy peasy. Another trade we're looking at was GBP JPY, but it's not so nice. It has now the daily context I was talking about here, and it's now doing this. I just marked out the PR now to just see what happens. So let me not ramble on for too much. This section is long because it's like being the first in a while. Catch you guys later. Welcome people, we are back. Today is Tuesday. The trade we took yesterday being Monday. It's not quite what I expected, but yeah, it is what it is. Here we are. We took a trade on AUD card. We went for a buy after holding this trade basically all through yesterday up until today. We ended up getting stopped out. We did see some rallying here in the sense that we did see price go up to here in profit, but ultimately we got stopped out. It is what it is, as I said, and that brings the account down to -4. And as I said in the earlier clip, from -4 we'll just go down to risking 1% from now going forward, you understand? So one trade this week has been a loss, and I do have some interest here. I'm looking at maybe buying EJ or CHF JPY, depending on which provides an entry tomorrow. But yeah, we'll just follow with the plan. I will journal this later and get back to you guys with any other setups. So as I said earlier, we'll just get back to you with any other setups if the case arises. Same plan as always, wait for our trade. The most difficult times actually is like the periods when your setup doesn't really show up, or when it shows up it's not like the best. So you need to really remain calm. Less is more. Over the weekend, a lot of people were speculating because of the World War rumors that gold will be bullish, but I'm sure a lot of you by now would have seen how that went. So it's just another lesson that you really do not own these markets. You only react if you see what you're meant to see. You're not supposed to be like, oh, because the world is at the brink of war, that means everything's automatically going to go. Yes, gold is bullish, but you may not see an entry, you might not be ready to buy right now. So a lot of you may have gotten liquidated, and I hope you were not one of them. And if you were, I hope you learned the lesson, and I hope you applied proper risk management. Anyway, we'll check in later, maybe tomorrow, maybe next. If there's a setup, we'll share it. And yeah, what's up guys, today is Wednesday, and yeah, today is definitely Wednesday. I'm tripping here. Yeah, today is Wednesday, the 4th of March, and we have a setup. I was stalking this setup from last night, and yeah, I eventually got an entry early hours of the morning here. That was like late Asia session. Got my entry, and it's still running right now. So I'm about to show you guys the trade, and I'll just give you guys a brief overview. I just got back from the gym, by the way, so I didn't have the time because I left pretty early. I didn't have the time to record me entering the trade. So yeah, I'll just give you guys an update on how it's progressing. Here's the trade on CHF JPY, and it was crazy. Like, this is where I entered here, and we had some run to the upside, and I was like, okay, this might be pretty good. Just for me to open the charts, and I saw this, like, the market, I don't know about you guys, but for me and my strategy, the market has been unnecessarily crazy and whipsawing up and down, like very deep retracements and all that. Pretty much as it got to here, I just like, man, you know what, it's another loss. And by the way, remember I said I was going to like risk 1%. I was going on autopilot and I risked another 2% on this trade. I was not like, oh man, this is another loss, and I've been down, like, if I lose this, I'll be down -6. You understand? Which is like leaving me with just 4% to go. But only for me to come back, load the charts to see if it hits stop loss, and we have price coming up here. So I'm not counting my eggs yet because we're currently reacting at a bearish fair value gap there. But given how this candle was, this long candle, it could have created a fair value gap there and gone lower. So this is really like showing probable signs of bullish pressure whatsoever. My take profit is not, it's modest, and I purposely, like, see my 87 pip stop loss. I purposely let my risk like be wide. I didn't want to be very ambitious with all that, because but if I was and I traded with like the 4-hour structure here, I probably would have seen a trade here. I've put my stop loss here and I've been in and out. But then shoulda, woulda, coulda doesn't solve anything, right? That's it. I'll catch you guys with an update whenever this plays. Let's just see where it goes. I hope it goes well. Of course, we all hope our trades go well, because if it hits TP, then I should be back at break even. But if it doesn't, then it is what it is. As I said, I'll catch you guys later. Let's see what the market does. Yo, what's up guys? So we're here with an update on the trade. Really, we're still in the same trade, and I think the last time I gave an update was on Wednesday. Today is Friday, by the way, Friday evening, and my voice is going to be a bit cooked or chopped because I'm just literally coming back from a basketball game. I've been there from like 4 p.m. and right now it's like 8:38 p.m. Just got home not long ago. So it's been long, hectic. If you guys bore, let me know. You know how it goes. As I said, last update was on Wednesday and we're still in the trade. This is like the longest trade I've had to hold in a while. I'll say I'm proud of myself, to be honest. You've tested me and I really had my resolve. I dedicated myself, like, it's either stop loss or take profit. I'm not doing anything else. But I did do something and I'm going to explain. Let me just show you guys the charts and I'll go on about that. So here we are on the charts, CHFGPY. The market will close in like 2 hours or so, and this is where we are. This is where we are. TP is just here, not so long ago. But there's a but. I remember I said I risked 2%. This is basically where we entered. Okay, we actually did take the trade on Wednesday. I risked 2%. Then I got another entry signal around here. I think that's like Thursday. And I took another position with 1% risk. A total of 3% risk has been running. And I think the TP for that is just a bit higher up here. I took it on MetaTrader on my phone. I don't have MetaTrader on my laptop, but regardless, at the end of the video, I will show you guys when we're doing like an overview of everything for the week. When the market closes, I'll show you guys trades for the week. And I really do not want to be holding this trade till next week. So I hope that there's a little residual volatility to just push things and we just hit TP. So that would be good. At least let me hit TP on the 2% risk position, then I could leave the other one till next week, because there's weekend holding and all that is fine with this prop firm. It's been quite a ride, I will be honest. I remember how many times I would check, it seems like it's going up, then it's wakes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up. This is the 1 hour time frame, by the way. Let me see what the 4 hour time frame is like. Trading is all about patience. That's also what I'm going to say. It's all about patience. It will test you, because we come and we see all these moves, but we don't know what it takes to actually wait and be in these moves and allow them to develop. And remember, this thing came close to my stop loss around here. I remember very well. You understand? That's basically that. When market closes, I think I will drop another update, feedback, and wrap up this video, because I'm sure it's becoming like a year long. So yeah, that's it. I did see a setup on USDGPY, and I think that was on Thursday as well. I was tempted to take that, but I was like, no, I'm not doing this, because from past experience, I will still be in a running position. I will take another trade on another setup. I'll run into drawdown, and it just starts messing with me. Rather, this time I doubled down here. I saw my setup present itself, this 4 hour fair value gap there, and I took a setup based off of that. But my stop loss was still wide. I still placed my stop loss all the way down here, and my TP was just a little bit higher there. Target still being this daily context high. That would be this whole week. I've only traded 2 assets, basically 3 positions on 2 assets, which is good because I'm really working towards less is more. Guys, that's that for now, and I'll get back to you with more updates. Let me go do my thing, I'll get back to you with more updates. Let me go do my thing, freshen up, and get set for the night. Peace. Guys, it's just past 11 p.m. The market has closed for the week, and we did hit TP on the first position around here. So this is like the P&L tool for the second position. We just have a bit to TP, but yeah, it is what it is. Decided to leave that one running for next week and hope Trump doesn't bomb somewhere. But yeah, it's been an eventful week, and this week I really decided to stick as usual, stick to the plan, and not make emotionally based decisions, because I had thoughts of, why don't I just close this? What if something happens, then so be it. I'd rather follow my plan, because that's what's going to serve me in the long run. Here we have the dashboard, and yeah, it looks kind of out of focus, but let's see. Oh well, my lighting is terrible. It's the middle of the night, but here this is 4998.66. That's the balance, and on equity we have 5,082. We started today off at 4,794. Wow, I really need to get some sleep. Yeah, the market has closed, and it's crazy because before this trade I was at -4% drawdown. I think I mentioned it, and I was already like, well, if we lose this trade we'll go down to -6, but we're back at break even. And if or when this current trade hits TP, we'll be back at 2%. So we just need to profit target is 8%, so we just need to keep repeating, same as usual. Then ideally 2 more winning trades, and that's it. Ideally, because I will still raise 2% again. That's it for this week. I am crazy tired. I just need to sleep, but it's been eventful, as I said earlier, and I only took 2 trades this week. But by the way, here are the trades taken this week. 1 loss on AUD card, and the TP we just hit now on CHF JPY, but we still have 1 more position open. Weekend holding is allowed, so yeah, we'll just incur some extra swap fees, but we'll hold that until next week, and we go again. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.